I'm gonna be completely lazy making this video because I want to send a message to Greg, aka Onision, for his actions regarding Demi Lovato. For those who are not aware, Demi was taken to the hospital yesterday for a suspected heroin overdose, but thankfully the doctor said she was stable, so I pray she'll be alright. She is 3 years older than I am, and it'll be a shame to lose someone young to an overdose. But what does Onision do? Oh, his usual spiel of, oh, so what if there's suffering? Other people have it worse bullshit. That he's spouted since Christina Grimmie was tragically killed back in 2016 in a Manchester bombing during Ariana's concert that was unfortunately killed children. I know this is giving him attention, but this will be my only video on him since I really want this to be drilled into his thick skull. So Greg, you better listen the fuck up. What the actual hell is wrong with you? No, really, what is your major malfunction? Do you seriously lack any form of empathy? Because I'm starting to think that might be it. There's a reason why people will believe you're a sociopath, Greg, and no, don't even say that you're being honest. What you're being is not only rude, but fucking disrespectful. I'm unsure if you said shit like this during the Vegas shooting, since what happened in Manchester, Christina Grimmie, and Demi are the big three on my mind, with Demi being the most recent. When Christina was murdered, you used her death as a platform for your atheist bullshit. Keep in mind that I'm Christian, and I have no issues with atheists as long as they are respectful of my religion and I will be respectful to theirs. Show kindness to my fellow human being. But I really fucking hate atheists like you who are so fucking smug and go, God isn't real, whenever people pray to God during tragedy. With the Manchester bombings where children have died, you use their deaths to go, well, people die in the Middle East all the time, but we never hear anything about that because they're not white. When there is a fucking time and a fucking place for that nonsense. Apologizing in advance because I get so fucking angry I need to have some drink. Have some orange water with me. Death is a part of life. And it's going to happen whether we like it or not. But when we hear news of children and teenagers being killed by a bomber when they wanted to go see their favorite singer is infuriating to us because of your comments. It's always heartbreaking to hear about children dying. But then again, you lack empathy, so it baffles me why you're even a father in the first place. Now, with Demi, oh boy, it just pisses me off. The first time you did shit like this was disrespectful. The second time was just disgusting. And out of my knowledge, your third time sounding spiel like this, boy, I've had it up to here to fucking Pluto with your bull. Allow me to read your tweets, and I know after reading them, I'll have to take a cold shower to feel less disgusting. Thank God I read them through a private browser because I don't want you appearing in my search history. And you can't say I'm taking these out of context or anything. I have copied and pasted your quotes. So I'm not faking anything. And here's the first one. I have no idea what drug abusers think the end result's gonna be. Also, there's no logic to hashtag pray for Demi. God let it happen. If you love your gods, in parenthesis, and respect them, stop clapping your hands on your knees with a, dear God, you messed up again. It was him. Say no to drugs. And with no being capitalized. Because, just say no. That totally worked. Love that black and white mentality, by the way. You're like Eki Shiki if she'd forsaken her morality. Gotta take another drink. Second one, quote, you don't notice 26 people being burned alive today, but let's make Demi Lovato's drug overdose and hashtag pray for Demi the center of our attention on Twitter. People are tortured and killed while hugging? Boring. Let's talk about famous people being careless with drugs. Then link to a news article. I'm gonna bring this up again in a bit because I'm gonna say this. I'm not exactly informed about every little thing that goes on around the world. If you willingly put illegal drugs in your body, no one should feel sorry for you. Your choice, your responsibility. Now let's focus on people who have problems that aren't entirely their fault, like this child in critical condition, with another link to a news article. And boy, I will get on that one much later. Because that tweet kind of pisses me off. If you willingly put illegal drugs in your body, no one should feel sorry for you. Your choice. Oh, shit. Well, made a blooper there. Ooh, and one of my favorites, because he said shit like this with Christina Grimmie being killed. You want to be a hero? Stop pretending like you care when someone famous gets hurt. Notice normal, everyday people who are just as important and often need saving more than these random millionaire celebrities who chose to have a bleeding heart for just because it's trendy. That was gonna burp. Yes, because I didn't cry when Robin Williams killed himself, Carrie Fisher when she passed away, and David Bowie dying of cancer because they were important figures of my childhood. Oh, no, no, no. I only bawled my eyes out for them because they were famous. Kindly cut the crap, Onision. And the cherry on top, because he said something like this at the Rabbit in Manchester. Almost none of you are truly compassionate or real because you rarely show concern for tragic topics that aren't already trending. Non-white children dying overseas? No. Innocent victims of U.S. military attacks? No. Celebrity does something stupid to themselves? Hashtag pray for them. Greg, you are a disgusting human being. That it confuses the fuck out of me why you have fans that kiss the ground you walk on. You're not being honest. You're as real as Pamela Anderson's boobs. And all you are doing is projecting that, oh, because they don't care, because they care when celebrities die, they don't care for anything else that happens around the world. Maybe not everyone is as informed as you are of all the horrible things that happen in the world. I sure don't like to keep up with it because I rather keep up with topics that make me happy. But when someone famous that I look up to dies, for example, like I stated before, Robin Williams, David Bowie, and Carrie Fisher, that's heartbreaking. Hell, Total Biscuit, a YouTuber who died of bowel cancer back in May, would have been 35 this month, and it's still heartbreaking because while I wasn't too much of a fan of his work, I can respect the legacy he left behind and pray that his wife, family, and friends will be okay. But I have a question for you. Do you really care about these tragic events you go on and on about? And please answer honestly, because if you really did, you'd actually go do something other than be a smug jackass on Twitter. If you really cared about people who have died in Greece and the boy who's in critical condition, you actually go out and do something helping Greece. And you make money on YouTube. Granted, I don't know how much you make, but maybe you could give the family a donation to help because hospital fees aren't cheap, and maybe they might need it to save his life. So answer me again. Do you really care? And as I said before, the one I want to touch on, because while making this, I told my mother and my other members in my house about these tweets. The one that made my mom and I seethe in anger was the one he said, being the, if you're willing to put drugs in your body, no one should feel sorry for you. It's your choice, your responsibility. Focus on the people who have problems that aren't entirely their fault. It made me seethe in anger. So, and anyone who does illegal drugs shouldn't have people give them help or try to get them through their addiction. No, you'd rather let them die because they're junkies. You want to know why it pisses me off, Greg? Because they are still human. Humans struggle with their vices and they need help to fight them and become better. Helping drug addicts would save their lives and help them be better members of society. Relapses may happen, but in the end, they are still fellow human beings. You don't give a damn about them, don't you? This is why people believe you are a fucking sociopath, Greg. Sure, while I may not wish for you or you and your family to have harm, since you are still human, but you know what, Greg? I hope you step on a floor made of Legos. It won't kill you, but it will hurt. My name is Niji, and I need a fucking drink.